What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to be doing the pick a card for the poll that I did in the community channel, the community section of my channel for what's coming in for you in love, life, and finances. So I'm going to be doing 4 different piles again. The first one is going to be the Triple Goddess Tarot, so the blue. The second one is going to be the Cecily Tarot deck. And the third one will be the Universal Celtic Tarot. And the fourth one is going to be the Good Tarot. So try to use your intuition. If I can hold them all up at the same time, we shall see. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in this order. Use your intuition, picking whatever one you want to choose. Maybe more than one, kind of depends on whatever you want. So, starting with the first one, which would be the Triple Goddess Tarot, pretty much my go-to since I got it. What is coming in life, love, and finances for pile 1? Some of you guys are going to be finding harmony through conflict, but for some of you guys that means kind of keeping to yourself, maybe doing more meditation, maybe practicing a little bit more in the arts, listening to your intuition. Some of you guys are into scrying, and if you're not, maybe it's something to look into, especially if you have Pisces in your charts. I think some of you guys are going to be traveling. Some of you guys are finding a balance in your life when it comes to certain things, people. Some of you guys might be needing to take care of your mother, or maybe you grew up in a situation where you had a mother who didn't take care of themselves, so it's being highlighted for you guys to take really good care of yourselves, especially if you're a mother. Some of you guys there's really heavy moon energy here. At the bottom you have the Magician. So this is kind of having everything at your fingertips, you know, despite the bullshit for some of you guys, despite maybe a lot of drama. I feel like there's a certain situation that someone knows that they need to walk away from, but rather than waiting on someone to make a decision, they'd rather just be on their own, or maybe they're saying just do your thing, be independent, things are going to look better, you know, the sun will come out tomorrow type of shit. Some of you guys are going to be gaining a pretty big following. Some of you guys might be getting a new pet. Some of you guys might be getting communication from someone, maybe wanting to go out. Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, Star. Oh, that's Temperance, excuse me. 3 of Pentacles, Hangman, 9 of Swords, High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups. What's coming in for you? Some of you guys are really unhappy in a current financial situation, and they're saying kind of try to find a balance between your emotions and kind of take this time, especially if things are at a lull, you know, to kind of figure out what it is that you like doing, what it is that you enjoy doing, something that you can do on your own, kind of create this vision for yourself. And I feel like, you know, whatever you want to do, people are just going to show up and kind of be on the same page. Maybe you're manifesting people in to work with you. Maybe you're manifesting people in who have the same goals and dreams that you do. I would definitely be mindful of your thoughts, especially at nights. If you have a lot of anxiety and you're not sleeping, I definitely feel like some of you guys are dealing with someone, or you are holding on to something that just is holding you back. And I think that you know that with the High Priestess, but you're not really saying anything. And then here's this Knight of Cups. So I feel like if that's what you've been worried about, I wouldn't really worry about it, because I feel like this person, you know, maybe eventually will come in and tell you how they feel about you. But I feel like this person's really like, they don't like to talk about their emotions for whatever reason. It's something that they've kept hidden, or maybe it's like walking away from things, maybe this person or you, to come towards you. I do feel like some of you guys just need to leave a certain mind frame alone. You know, that maybe you're not completely satisfied with how you look when you look in the mirror. Maybe you're worried about your health. Maybe you know that, you know, there's a place or a person that you just need to walk away from, whether or not it's permanent or not. With all these moons, there's a lot of things hidden from you that you don't really know or understand, or maybe things haven't been fully revealed to you. But I just feel like there's kind of a test almost for you to figure out what it is that you want on your own, in your own way, and then taking the steps to move towards that will then move this energy in for you, to things to start moving. You know, a lot of you guys are held back by your own way of thinking, your own way that you were brought up, you know, things that you were taught. But I just feel like being completely honest and clear with the people around you that are causing drama in your life, or if things haven't really been going the greatest, you know, kind of going with the flow, you know, letting the universe take control, and riding the wave, because things might be a little bit slow. I mean, there's armor on when it comes to love and money, you know, so that might be just a heads up to maybe not disconnect yourself so much from your emotions, because it could be fucking up your money as well. You know, it could be stopping things from moving forward, because I think that some of you guys honestly don't know how powerful you are. And it's like, the patience that you've shown other people, maybe it's time to have patience with yourself, you know. Some of you guys, it's saying that there will be success in your career. There's some type of legal issues for some of you guys. You know, some of you guys, it's not going to be something that you necessarily like, but be mindful of your communication skills when you're dealing with people, because there's going to be an agreement made regardless about this. But it's just like, you know, keeping your mind in the right place and understanding that it might not be what you want, but it might not be as bad as you think either, you know. And don't hold back how you feel genuinely about this, but try to come up with like maybe a mature way to talk to this person, because, you know, they're definitely saying to work on this partnership or marriage, but then some of you guys are holding on to something that you know is over with. It's like really manipulative energy that you need to end, and that could be slowing things down. You know, maybe it comes down to maybe someone needs to move out, maybe someone needs to move locations, period, or that will be happening. It's definitely work on your communication skills, especially when it comes to the way that you think about things, because, you know, you guys have leveled up. But at the same time, be careful what it is that you're sharing with other people for some of you, because like they say, happy hoes ain't hating, right? You know what I mean? So don't let other people's miserable energy bring you down in any circumstance in your life, because then, you know, after a while, when we don't maybe know that this energy is affecting us, but it could be, you know, and our own feelings and our own ability to stay connected to certain things that could kind of make or break a certain situation for some of you guys. And it might be some subconscious shit for real. It says there will be, for some of you guys, you're going to get a phone call about someone in your family. There could be a death. It's important to make sure that you breathe at that time. Whenever you get this phone call, take a second to breathe, or maybe this is a memory for some of you guys. But it's just like the whole optimism thing is kind of been thrown out the window to a point where it's really affecting how you move forward. Some of you guys are saying travel and trade is recommended, like, you know, in a different country. And then some of you guys need to move to a different platform, whatever it is that you're doing. But to have faith in whatever is coming in for you, and have optimism, because, you know, you shape your own reality. You manifest in basically, you know, what you're thinking about, what you're feeling. And if you're in a low vibration, then I honestly feel like the universe is stalling something for some of you guys to get your mind right, because they know maybe you deserve this new break, or this big break, or this relationship, this opportunity, you know, because you worked really hard and you have leveled up to a certain extent. But certain things aren't going to be, you know, stuck in that level of stagnancy forever. I mean, eventually something has to change. Eventually a decision has to be made. Eventually, you know, there has to be some type of sit down or a meeting or conversation or whatever this is for whoever. But, you know, for some of you guys, it's really about taking a new opportunity and then letting this wheel turn to get what it is that you want. But in order for that to happen, you need to move on. You need to let new energy come in, and that means leaving old things behind. But it's a lot of self-reflection for some of you guys when you're spending time on your own, like what it is that you want in a partnership, in another person, you know, your ideal person, or your vision for the future, and kind of just know and understand that things will be provided to you once you make that decision, once you have that concrete plan, you know, because you're manifesting it in. So be mindful of what you're manifesting and what you're entertaining. So pile number 2 is the Cecily Tarot deck. Some of you guys could be having a baby. Some of you guys need to do something for yourself when it comes to whatever makes you feel good, you know, whatever it's getting your nails done, getting your hair done, getting an outfit, or, you know, nurturing that feminine side when things get kind of crazy sometimes, where we don't do certain things for ourselves anymore, or whatever the case may be. I'm recording a video. Because if we're to be happy and have a balance and harmony, I mean, it's important to do those self-care things. Get out of my stuff. And, you know, think about who we have as friends, who we talk to, how we're talking. You know, a lot of this is unconscious behaviors or actions in ourselves or other people. And maybe it's something that we saw in another person. You know, sometimes we end up doing, like, let's just say, for instance, we had a parent growing up who we swore we would never be like, but then we catch ourselves doing shit just like them, and then we're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Maybe it's about finding a happy medium to whatever situation that is, to improve your own mind about certain things and people. The moon's at the bottom, you know, because there's just a lot of things that maybe you don't talk about, what you were taught, how you grew up. You know, some of you guys just really don't want to fight with people anymore. You're not really too overly concerned with how people think about you, or, you know, maybe you feel a little bit unappreciated by people in your life. But at the same time, if we're not practicing those self-care things, if we're not taking care of ourselves, do you appreciate you? Basically, is what I feel like they're trying to say. Because there's something here that's you're looking into that you want to do, and it's like you genuinely want to take these steps to move forward and be happy. But it's like looking a little bit of self-reflection here. You know, some of you guys are definitely walking away from things, people, maybe some habits, maybe some toxic thinking, maybe just a whole lot of fighting over dumb shit, and you're just like not interested in that. You know, you're closing out these cycles. And there is a little bit of self-reflection here on your past, and I feel like it has a lot to do with how you grew up. Maybe when you were 5 or something along those lines, but it kind of prevents you from being happy. It's almost like you're in two minds sometimes like you're one person and then you're another person, and then you kind of like you're battling with yourself almost to figure this out. But it's like, I think some people just need to rewire parts of their brain. You know, some people use one side, some people use the other side, but meditating on, you know, like visualizing is a better word, the connections in your brain being back connected, you know, all over in your brain, and then, you know, bringing all those pieces and different parts of yourself together into one being, to think in a better way, to not spend so much time focused on the past or in a certain behavior or not doing certain things or not opening up, you know, not really being able to let things go. Because I just think that we subconsciously don't realize the things that we hang on to, and then we're like, you know, I don't understand why I'm not happy, or maybe this is something you haven't really thought about, but maybe someone wants to know how they can make you happy. And honestly, some of you guys is like communicating more, you know, understanding that even if there was a commitment or a relationship here, keeping the peace in a certain situation that you know really isn't going anywhere, that isn't changing, just because, you know, at one point this is what you wanted. Maybe this person keeps coming back around to you, but it's just like the energy really isn't changing, and it's like it really is a past situation for you. Some of you guys are worried about, you know, someone else being a stepfather to your children, or what kind of choices or decisions this person would make without you. You know, this is the mother of my child type shit, but at the end of the day, is it an equal partnership? Or are you stressed out all the fucking time? Like, what's really going on in your head when it comes to your love, and when it comes to your mind, when it comes to, you know, where you want to go in your career, like really thinking about things, especially when it comes to home and family. Something you've always wanted is coming to you. It says money, news, or job offer. For some of you guys, this is going to be at a distance from where you are now. You're going to have to legitimately leave things behind. Some of you guys are dealing with someone where there is a potential to be married to this person, but there's important to nurture this relationship, to communicate, to always be progressing in one way or the other, or having that conversation like, how can we work on this? It says work on your communication skills, interpersonal communication. Try sound therapy while sleeping is coming up. And there's something to do with career and getting your name out there, being heard, you know, fame, groups or friendships, or, you know, just stay in a good spirit. Stay optimistic, you know. Words are legitimately spells, so whatever you're speaking out is what, you know, you're manifesting. So maybe you don't know how this is going to go, how this is going to end, but what you do have control over is your own thoughts and your own words, and understanding the weight that carries for a certain situation. There's some type of unexpected income for some of you guys. There is going to be some type of gift given to you, something that's physically given to you. Some of you guys, something to do with a cat. You could be getting a cat, maybe you're adopting one, or there was something to do with maybe a cat that was abused or something like that. You're going to have a dream about this, and there's going to be someone who either finds you this cat or gets you a new, something like a gift, like an animal for some of you guys. But there's going to be like some kind of renewal of something maybe that you lost or that was taken away, or something that happened that maybe, you know, was you couldn't really stop it from happening, and just kind of happened, and, you know, you really cared about this person or this thing, and you kind of took a step back and, you know, unconsciously released some things, or that's what you need to do now, so that you can connect in a better way with this situation. Because I think that there needs to be some more understanding across the board. There needs to be, one person we're not one-upping another person if you genuinely want to be with them. Maybe you guys share a similar vision, but it's like, what do you guys do to satisfy the things that, things that like you like doing, or that make you feel good, or how you express yourself, or what you do about, like, what kind of action are you taking, or how do you normally do things? Something that's being highlighted, is it a long-term situation for you, or is there something that you need to free yourself from and communicate that, and maybe just spend some time on your own? Because, when we jump to relationship, we don't really have the time to heal. Not really. We're kind of passing those emotions and things on to the next person that really didn't maybe deserve it. All we really have control over is ourselves. So maybe not being so fixed on certain things, not getting so mad and overreacting when it comes to whatever is happening, but understanding that your emotions play a big role in how you do things in your life. And maybe there's some people you need to keep as friends. Maybe there's some people you need to work on the friendships, or let them know, like, let's go do something. But at the same time, like, maintaining your own sense of individuality is healthy. It says your family fortune will be renewed. So if there was something that was lost or taken, or you feel like you never really got it, I feel like it's going to be renewed, whether it's through you or your children, but it really is what you're doing about it now, the steps you're taking to, clear those things out, or, how you are manifesting things, and the steps that happen. It doesn't really say for sure, like, it's going to happen to you, but maybe it would happen for your children, and that's important as well. Someone is unaware of their psychic abilities. It's time to expand and grow on certain things, because, like I said, this moon this moon energy is really, really potent for somebody, and I think that you don't really know, maybe even emotionally, maybe what you manifest in, or maybe what you're manifesting at this time, or just being mindful. Certain things could happen that you genuinely want to happen, but you have to stay in the right mind state and not let little things get to you, not to overreact. Having hope and showing yourself patience and compassion, and not being afraid to do things on your own. Whatever it is about spirituality that you're curious about, following that, because that's kind of where things lead to in the future. So number 3 is the Universal Celtic Tarot. What is coming in for them in life, love, career? There's definitely growth here, but you're going to need to be maneuverable. Like, you're going to need to be flexible when it comes to, what it is that you're doing for a job. Maybe there's need to be more creative, and not being so stuck to a routine. Maybe things are changing, and it's time to kind of let the world know what you can do. And maybe you're someone who's really quiet and you don't like to draw attention to yourself, but at the same time, I feel like some of you guys are dealing with people who got you fucked up. You know what I mean? Maybe you're always the peacemaker and you don't want to fight, but if this is something that you genuinely want, it's okay to let the world know, let it be known that, and it's okay for you to be successful. Number 2, that some of you guys are healers. Some of you guys have these blessings for you because of the work that you've done, or you bring things to other people. You've done a lot of maybe work for humanity or other people. I just think some of you guys, it's time, you don't have to be quiet and keep to yourself. I just feel like a lot of you guys have been doing that, whether or not, you realize it. But some of you guys, if you're just now starting out on the spiritual journey, it's important to be aware that, there's a level of dedication that comes with this, and it really is in solitary, like being committed to it. And sometimes it's like 4 to 6 months where you're pretty heavy into spending time by yourself, and reflecting in that way. And maybe that's not what you want to do or you're ready for, but just know that with everything there comes a level of commitment. And if you really genuinely want to do this and want to be successful, then maybe it's time to make some changes and do things in your own way, but still making gains, you know, to whatever that is. Some of you guys are like really good with your hands. Maybe you're in like carpentry, or you prefer to work on your own. Like there's something you've been working on your own that not a lot of people know, that you know a lot about. So it's okay to share with other people, you know. Maybe start with talking to your friends about it, maybe communicating with them at first and not giving into this fear, you know, being strong in the face of not knowing. And, you know, they say that the world is full of people that, you know, it's like the wisest people and the ones who should be talking are the ones that are silent sometimes. And maybe it's time for you guys to stand up and speak, you know, about whatever this is, because you have done a lot of work on yourself, on the situation. Maybe you know how to do this certain thing, whether it's a job or, you know, relationship advice or friendships or just communicating overall. Maybe it's dealing with abuse or addictions. Maybe you've been through it so you can be a light to another person, because that's genuinely what we're here for. But I do feel like it's a business for someone, and it has a lot to do with your own self-love and your own confidence, maybe showing the world that in a healthy way, that no matter what you've been through. Some of you guys, it's like maternity care or you know, talking with other mothers maybe on like a blog or a post or something along those lines, but maybe talking about things that other people don't talk about, but you know about, basically about certain things, you know, where people really don't open up, or, you know, you've been taught to keep quiet, or, you know, but you've been channeling a lot of things, and it's time to let other people, like-minded people, and know, you know, what's going on or whatever. But I do feel like some of you guys are definitely on the right path. Just keep going. Don't be afraid. You're definitely heavily protected and guided on this path, even if it seems lonely, but you're never alone. If you're worried about if you're going to have enough money, I definitely feel like there's something coming in, especially when it comes to taking care of children. If you feel like, you know, you're down on yourself about that, I do feel like there's either someone going to be helping you, or it's just going to be made available to you. Some of you guys could be getting a new promotion. Some of you guys could be having more than one choice when it comes to certain things, and it's figuring out what it is that you want, you know, and not running from emotions, not running from choices, but, you know, visualizing this victory as your own and moving towards it, because it's going to be unexpected, this opportunity, but it's because you've taken the chance to move forward. And I definitely feel like there's definitely financial stability for some of you guys. Maybe the past wasn't the greatest, especially when it comes to love and money, but some of you guys are going to be getting a loan as a gift, maybe from a lender. It says, think before you speak, listen before you respond. Something you've always wanted is coming in for you. There's a public profession from home that will be successful, but there are snakes in the grass. It's time to mow the lawn. Have faith in upcoming partnerships. There's definitely hope and progress. It says new house or dwelling place. There's initiation into a leadership foundation. So maybe you working as a part of an affiliate or whatever the case may be. It says eat some damn vegetables. Unexpected income coming in as a gift, you know. But it really is up to you. There is someone around you, possibly an earth sign, who doesn't wish you well. This person, maybe they message you a lot, or maybe they cause a lot of drama. Like you don't really understand why there's so much drama with this person around. But then when you stop and think about where it originates from, then you're going to kind of put it together. Like it's really from this one person. So maybe it's time to travel on. You know what I mean? I think this is someone you genuinely looked up to at a time, you had respect for, but I think that there's a different opportunity that you should take that's not with this person. Even though they might offer something to you, just be mindful of, you know, maybe taking money from people, or you know, maybe not taking the first few offers given to you, you know, holding out to making a decision. There's definitely some kind of money here. It says time waits for no one, don't live to regret this. Trust your intuition, you are right about this situation. I think that someone has either stolen or lied to you about something, and you know that, and it could have been a friend of yours, so you're kind of like, I don't think you've necessarily had the conversation with this person yet, but the spirit has been kind of like leading you towards this answer maybe to something that you're curious about. But I do feel like once you embrace whatever this is, there's definitely happiness, but it does come down to a decision. And karma coming back in a good way for some of you guys and giving you the partnerships and relationships that you need. But it's important to understand you're never done learning. Pile number 4, the third tarot. What is coming in life, love, career? Something is going to be really unexpected for some of you guys. I think that you've had a goal in mind when it comes to an end goal. Like, there's something where you're emotionally, you know, invested into something, and you're really talented when it comes to doing whatever this is. It's like you don't even have to try that hard. You're just good at it. Queen of Mirrors at the bottom. Someone's like taking notice of you, but they're not really saying a whole lot. I feel like someone sees a lot of potential in you, whether or